Okay, I'm Jim Wood. I play fiddle, amongst other things, but that's kind of the heart and soul of what I do. So, more appropriately than talking about Hickman County per se, we're really talking about a region that includes the northwest corner of Williamson County, where it comes together with Dickson County and Hickman County. So there's a tri-county area there. The players whom I knew personally, Pee Wee Buttrey, who had played with Gully Jumpers on the Opry, Ernest Ferguson, who had played with the Bells Brothers, I think 12 years on the Opry, through the 40s into the 50s. Local players, as I mentioned, like Vester Turman, Benny Pewitt, Edward Pewitt, these guys, they all played as part of the same scene. And at a certain point, as country music became more organized and people started to take advantage of opportunities to make a living playing music, some of these guys kind of rose out of the pack and went to Nashville. You know, there's no way to overstate the influence of the Grand Ole Opry. Some of the key figures, Arthur Smith from Dickson County, he's, like I said, he's the missing link between old-time stringman fiddling, where the fiddle is basically driving dance rhythms to what would become bluegrass fiddling and other kinds of styles and everything. He became a popular performer. He sang and had a band. He was like this meteor that came across the sky. Every fiddle player whose style wasn't already completely mature and set felt the influence of Arthur Smith. So a tune like Mississippi Sawyer uses a style of bowing called shuffle bowing, where the bow just goes. So you get the 1 E under 2 E under 1 E under 2 E under 1 E. So you get just a steady dance beat, kind of like the backbeat, snare and rock and roll and stuff. So Arthur Smith came along. You can hear, instead of that kind of just repetitive rhythm, listen to how the rhythm of the melody is more asymmetrical. You're going to hear more blues notes. Arthur Smith was the first guy really to put blues into fiddling in a way that captured people's imaginations. The early string bands throughout the Southeast, if you listen back to the old, the black string bands and the white string bands, if you just listen, you can't tell the difference. They sound exactly the same. So, and then of course the black influence came in through other things, through blues. Arthur Smith brought that blues influence into fiddle playing. Slides, You can hear the blues influence. So, and then the melodies are more asymmetrical. So he had his ears open. It was the beginning of radio. Phonographs were available. So he wasn't just locked into what was going on in the community where he grew up. And so, although he was certainly rooted in that, it became much more eclectic. So he brought these influences together. One of the key things he did is he started slurring a whole lot more. And it took a slur is when you connect more than one note onto a bow stroke. That's a slur, yeah. So instead of where the rhythm is just incessant with the bow. So he started slurring more. So when Bill Monroe came along, all these guys who had cut their teeth on Arthur Smith in the 30s, they became the first generation of this new thing called bluegrass. So once again, as I was saying before, the idea that there's a particular regional style, I think, is really more influenced not by a collective as much as it is key individuals.